Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Coaster Pros. Today we'll be ranking all the Hershsyepark roller coasters. Don't forget to press that like and subscribe button to get all our greatest content. Coming in at number 14 is Coco Cruiser. This coaster is great for the little kids, but just isn't the best for the big kids like us that like to ride bigger rides. Coming in at number 13 is Trailblazer. This coaster is great to just get like a quick ride on something, but isn't the best for like us bigger kids and just is a good slow-paced coaster for the little kids. Coming in at number 12 is Super Duper Looper. This coaster is great and has become really popular over the years, but now it's just dying down and isn't becoming that popular anymore. You know, it only has one loop, or you have other coasters with like 6 loops, so it just isn't the best coaster in the park. Coming in at number 11 is Wild Mouse. This coaster is like super twisty, turny, has lots of dips and turns, and you feel like you're going to fly over the edge. And it's a really popular model in the U.S., but it's not very like functionable, and it's very unpopular and just not the best coaster ever. Coming in at number 10 is Jolly Rancher Remix. This coaster is recently themed to Jolly Ranchers after being called the Sidewinder, and the retheme wasn't really necessary. You know, already it wasn't that popular because of the roughness, and even just when you look at the line now, it still isn't very popular because of its roughness. The retheme wasn't needed. I mean, the only best part is the tunnel, but again, its retheme was not needed for it, and it's just a mediocre ride. Coming in at number 9 is Comet, the oldest coaster in the park. This coaster is great to get just a quick ride on, like Trailblazer or Super Duper Looper. But again, it's not really the best. You know, you have lightning racers that races, and this coaster is the oldest one in the park, so it's really popular, which means you can get really long lines. So yeah. Coming in at number 8 is Laugh Track. This coaster is the only indoor and spinning coaster at the park, and is just very like, after you get off, you're very dizzy, because this year they have made it spin a lot more, and it just, you know, you're in the dark, you can't see, and it's not very popular. It can get long lines, which means the line can go really slow because there's only 4 people per car. So yeah. Coming in number 7 is Lightning Racers. This coaster is amazing because, you know, you have the racing aspect, and just a little fact, always go on the green side, Thunder, because it'll always win. Coming in at number 6 is Great Bear, the roaring coaster in the park. This coaster has a great roar sound for the lack of sand in the supports, but it can get very loud if you're in the hollow, or if you're like walking up that hill from next to Super Duper Looper. So this coaster is amazing because it has 4 inversions. The best one is the 0G loop, but again, this one can get long lines, and you have some other better ones. Coming in at number 5 is Fahrenheit. This coaster is amazing. You go upside down 6 times, and you have a 96-degree drop and a 90-degree incline, which is the first coaster ever in the U.S. to do that. And you also have the steepest drop in Pennsylvania. So this coaster is very fun. Coming at number 4 is Sky Rush. This coaster was Hershsyepark's first ever hypercoaster, reaching 200 feet in the air. But again, those restraints can be very, very painful. They're known as the thigh crushers. And it just isn't very popular. You know, the longest line I've seen is an hour and a half. So this ride's okay, and the experience is fun, but the restraints can hurt a lot. Coming in at number 3 is Candemonium, Hershsyepark's new for 2020 coaster, part of the new Chocolate Town expansion. This coaster is amazing. It is a B&M Hyper, which means it has so much airtime in it, and it is just super fun to ride. Now, since it is newish, it can get very long lines. So if you have a season pass or a resort guest and it's part of Sweet Start, you definitely want to sprint there, and you maybe want to get on that first. Now, if you're not a Sweet Start guest, definitely you should hit it up around lunchtime, because that's when we'll have the shortest line. Coming in at number 2 is Wildcat's Revenge, the RMC version of Wildcat. This coaster has the world's largest underflip and has 4 inversions, including the underflip, with an 82-degree drop, reaching reaching speeds of 62 miles per hour. It is honestly one of the best coasters I've ever ridden in the park or in my entire life, and I would rate it number 1 for me. But over our list, we have one more to go. And coming in at number 1 at Herhsyepark is Storm Runner. The 0 to 60 launch in 3 seconds with that top hat where they drop bigger than the first hill. 3 inversions. This coaster is amazing.